Alright, today I'm taking a look at all GoPro branded equipment. This is the GoPro Hero 9 Black with the special bundle. This is the dual battery charger with an extra battery, USB pass-through door, and the protective housing. Alright, so this guy got a case for it. We got the camera itself. Comes with an SD card. This is 32 gigabyte. That's good enough for most of the things I'll be doing, but I'm probably going to be upgrading that to a 256, so just don't have to worry about it anymore. We got the handle. This has got a nice cushiony grip on it, so it'll be really easy to hold and whip this guy around. And we got that slide-on clip, so you can clip that in. We don't have to worry about that thing coming out at all. We got two of the little thumb screws. I got an adhesive clip for your helmet and another slide-on clip. So that's pretty cool. In the back here we've got USB cords. So this is USB-A to USB-C. Then kind of like an alligator clip, which I believe is also magnetic on the bottom. Yep, so that can stick to metal. Two batteries and the GoPro. That is a nice looking camera. And I remember hearing a lot of people complaining about the size of this thing, but this really is not that big. We got the flip up mount here. So I can just drop that in place and throw in a thumb screw. Cool. So yeah, that feels pretty comfortable. So now let's take a look at the battery and the charger. So we got the charger, which after I started using one of these for one of my older GoPros, I never want to go without it. It's just so much nicer having all my batteries plugged in. Of course, now that I got three, it's not really going to be as much of a thing. But again, we got the same USB-A to USB-C cable, and that guy will plug in right here. So, the USB pass-through door. Okay, so this one's got a much longer cable. This is still USB-C to USB-A. The other ones look like they were just maybe a foot. I think this one's about 3 feet, so we'll have a little bit more reach. And that's the door. So we can just pop that other one off, snap this one in, and we can plug directly in. Yeah, and it's all rubber coated on this side, so you'll have a nice, good seal. Very cool. And the last thing is the protective housing. Now, I already know this thing is pretty much indestructible as is, but the protecting housing, for me, just a little bit added reassurance. So we got the extra thumb screw, so I got 3 now, and I've got an extra clip. We got the skeleton door, which is probably what I'll be using most of the time because I'm just going to essentially have this thing attached all the time. But I still want to be able to use the touchscreen easily, and I still want to be able to hear. So this is going to let sound pass through so the mic can pick it up a lot easier. And there is the case. So this is much better than the older cases that I'm used to just because it has a locking mechanism. The other ones, you just snap it in and it's done. But potentially the old ones could come unsnapped if you just like hit it the right way. This one won't because you have to do 2 things. You have to pull that, and then you can pull it up. So this is the fully sealed back door, so I can still see everything. I can see everything from the front on the front screen. I want to remove this. Looks like it just pops off like that. No big dealio. Got a little tag here. I'll cut that off. And I will snap this one on. Just like that. Okay, so now these can fold down. Drop that in. And we are locked in. Cool. Now I can go right back to this guy. Alright. Nice and protected. And I mostly just like this shell for the shock handling, so if I drop this guy, it's going to be protected. But I also intend to use this on a fairly dirty environment, so this is going to help to keep everything clean, and more importantly, the lens protected. So that lens has to be protected. Oh, we got a little cover there too. Cool. So now all I got to do is get some footage. So I'll start up by charging up some batteries. And it's got a little yellow light, and that'll turn green when it's ready to go. The case definitely does make this thing a lot bigger. I do like that they've got everything on one side of the GoPro now, so you can put the battery, the charger, and the card all in this one spot. Okay. I know that one of the things I used to complain about with these was that the touch sensitivity, the touch screen was a pain in the butt, but It's actually pretty responsive, so that might be a testament to the firmware update, or that they just improved the hardware itself. All right. Yeah, I like it. So now we are recording. Test, 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 test. So now we are recording. Test, 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 test. I'm going to put it inside the case now. And now I'm recording inside the protective case. Test, 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 test. And I'll do one more test with the full case. So if I ever want to see what it's going to sound like when it's fully encased, I'll already know. Test, 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 test. This is with the full case. Alright, cool. And then I can also power it off right inside the case. And of course we do got that front screen, so if you want to do selfie stuff, no problem, can do. Oh, that's cool. It actually rotates the interface as I rotate the camera. But yeah, I can see the battery power and I can see the card storage, so cool stuff. So yeah, cool camera. Can't wait to really get some use out of it. So I just want to label these properly. So we got the input voltage right here, and then this is going to the motor. So you can see the wires are coming in here, and this is all still hot up here, so you got to be careful here. But down here, this is shut off, and the power's going through the filter, and then into these three terminals here. I'm going to label those. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh yeah. Now that is something. Look at that. Here's the old lights. And here's the new lights. Way better.